Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw. I'm here at the MAST conference in Las Vegas, and I'm here with John Werner, who's the President and Chief Operating Officer of the MAST Travel Network. And I was invited out here to help out with the conference, and I also wanted to cover it. So I wanted to talk to John about the status of MAST right now, and we're going to talk about that and a whole lot more on Insider Travel Report. Well, John, first of all, thank you very much for inviting me out here. It's my first MAST conference, believe it. I can't believe it after all these years.
Yeah. Well, it's great that you're here, and thank you very much for taking the time to be with us. We're thrilled that you're here and seeing what MAST is all about and talking to our members. And
well, they're already there. If you hear noise in the background, they're actually changing for the dinner tonight, and I'm going to be doing one of the sessions. We just got through doing the sessions here, but we thought we'd sit down with John. Now, let's talk about MAST today. Where do you stand today, and how many agencies do you have as members?
So we have a little over 200 members, and they are basically, they consider themselves full-service travel agencies. So they handle everything all over the world, and mostly leisure. Some of them still do some, big corporate business, but it's mostly leisure.
Okay, so mostly leisure, which is actually what we do at Insider Travel Report. Now, let's talk about how business has been, how business was last year, and what's the outlook right now for your members?
Yeah, 2022 turned out to be a fantastic year, and when you consider that the first quarter we were still dealing with the Omicron variant, and so a lot of business was lost in the first quarter of 2022. So the fact that the year ended up in such a tremendous increase in volume is, and so it all came after the first quarter.
People didn't think 22 was a pretty good year, and now of course this year's gangbusters, right?
It is. It has been right after the first of the year. Business took off, and it really hasn't slowed down. Even in recent weeks, some agencies are saying it's not quite as intense, but it's still busy. They said they're still working crazy hours.
No, it is amazing how the business has really come back. And let's talk about the range of services that you as MAST provides to all your members. What do you offer? And then we'll talk about what you're coming up with now.
Sure. So marketing, of course, sales and marketing support, traditional forms of marketing and direct mail, email marketing, and so forth. But our social media marketing is really elevating to a new level for us. And we're constantly doing sales promotions with our suppliers. There's always incentives, and there's just a lot of good opportunities. So when you think of marketing, it's not just sending out a flyer, a brochure or mailer and everything. It really is a well-rounded program.
And you have that, but also here today, you talk to your members, and you've been listening to your members and what they want too. And one of the things they wanted was more help with groups, right?
Yes, group business is a big part of some of our agencies' business. They're very good group producers, and other agencies would like to be as good as they are. And so we put a big focus for 2023 on sourcing groups, putting them together, managing groups, and that's a big focus of our training.
No, and it's sounding you're coming up with even more of that now. Now let's talk a little bit about. There are obviously a lot of agency groups out there, a lot of agencies places you can join. What is your secret sauce? What are the things, your strengths, and how have you sort of survived and thrived all these years? You're one of the last of the cooperatives, and it's still in your niche and really your area too. You're growing a little bit beyond the Midwest, but you really have been amazing how you've survived and thrived.
Yeah, we have, and we established our brand identity some years ago, wanting to stand out from the bigger networks in the country, and so we really stick to high level of support, building a lot of events and opportunities for our members to get together with each other, it's really kind of a community and a very much a family reunion when people get together. A lot of camaraderie within the group.
Well, actually, one of your suppliers said this is the nicest group, which was a great compliment. I know a lot of the groups out there. It is certainly a much more intimate group with only 200 agencies, and you've really stuck to your niche. And I've been very impressed by the way you've gotten through all this. You got through a period of pandemic when a lot of there have been some changes, as we know, even within the agency system, right?
Well, I think one of the big things too, at the height of the pandemic, when it seemed like how was anyone going to survive this? What we did, and a lot of our members also survived. We really didn't lose that many agencies during the pandemic.
That's amazing, yeah.
We thought that like I said, it was like, who's going to survive this? But everyone has, and they're thriving now. Many agencies were able to keep their staffs together, not have to lay off a lot of people. There was some layoffs, but most agencies kept everybody together. And now it's paying.
You kept them through. You were communicating to all your members and trying to get them through all that, right?
Right, exactly. Oh, we were communicating daily with them, all kinds of providing resources that they could, whether it was government assistance. There was obviously a lot of government assistance during the time. We kept everybody up to date what was going on, and we had, of course, ASTA was a great resource for us.
You've been very involved with ASTA the whole time, right?
I have, and so we definitely leaned on them too to help us support our members, and so they took advantage of every opportunity. We had frequent webinars. We had a lot of just get-togethers with our members. Of course, everything was over Zoom, but we did big chat rooms. We would invite everybody to join us at 4:00 on a given afternoon, and then we'd let everybody into the chat room, and everyone they started talking and asking questions and how you doing, how you're surviving. It was big, and our Facebook group as well. That was a huge support system for everybody.
And it continues on. It's not like in fact, we did kind of a coffee talk here on virtually where we were here. We had a live audience, but we also did a little interview with some of your top travel agency owners and also a couple of suppliers as well, right?
That's right. We have great supplier support, and our members are very appreciative of that. And at our conference is a great opportunity for our members to meet all the suppliers in one place. Yeah. And some of them, if they're in a rural Illinois and rural Iowa, where some of our members are located, they don't get to see all of them that often.
We're talking about whether they don't get to see them all, but this is the whole thing: is that you've managed to keep all your services going throughout the pandemic, and now here you've emerged stronger, and I think stronger. And you don't necessarily want to be bigger, but you really want to keep that niche and really help your travel advisors move forward. Right?
Absolutely, and they're what's so great to see is how their businesses have evolved, where the customers, the clients that are coming to many of the agencies now they just are looking for great service. They want those connections that our members have in destinations, and just the knowledge, what they know, because everything's so complicated now. For
more so with after pandemic, everything seems to get more science. Plus, now the biggest thing is the business is so crazy that you got to really work to get your client to where they want to go, because they all want to go to. We were talking about Italy, or Europe is very big this year. And if you don't have a travel advisor, boy, you really are. The old ask the slogan was you're on your own. Exactly. And if you don't have a travel advisor, in this case from a MAST agency, you're on your own very much.
Yeah. No, and it's wonderful that they have that. Those kinds of relationships now with their clients, and of course then it spreads. It's the referral aspect of the business, and it is just growing and feeding on itself. So, and the trips, the kinds of trips that people are booking are also, they're very intricate. Yeah. Lots of lots of components. You know, long gone are the days where people say, I just need an airline ticket and a hotel.
Yeah. No, we're beyond that. And now, of course, people are back at big time, and they want that bucket list trip, and they want to, after pandemic, and more family trips, more multi-gen trips, and that's exactly right in your wheelhouse, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's our members are well positioned to take care of those kinds of customers that want everything arranged for them. They don't want, any surprises. And in this day and age, it's hard to do that, put that kind of a trip together. There's always surprises, right, when you travel. But I think our members do a great job for their
Absolutely. Now, what's the future hold for MAST? Where do you go from here?
So we definitely want to make sure that our members, our current members, are able to thrive, and we want them to be profitable. We do lots of things to help make them profitable and earn lots of money. We do want to grow the organization. Of course, we're not looking to be big, in terms of the rest of the industry, but we definitely want to grow beyond our 200 or so members that we have now. So
you are growing geographically. You said you've been going beyond the Midwest too, right?
Right. Yeah, we have members in 16 states, I believe, right now, and even though we're still very Midwest centric, we definitely are attracting agencies from outside, like the traditional geographic boundaries of the Midwest.
Absolutely. Well, I can tell you, I've been impressed. I've known you for a long time. I've known MAST for a long time. Sad I haven't gone. I really could have gone earlier, but we did send reporters. But it's been great to finally join you here as you emerge from pandemic, and you got an organization that's bigger and stronger than ever. And again, thank you for inviting me, and we're looking for bigger and better things from MAST.
Yeah, that's great. We're looking forward to it, and we so appreciate that you're here with us this weekend, and you get a taste of MAST.
I certainly did. Again, John, thank you very much.
All right, thank you, James.
I'm James Schillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.